Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Hello, we're going to hang out with the trees. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do a podcast or not. Because I feel like my throat wants me to be quiet, but then it doesn't really actually hurt. I just sometimes gag on myself. So anyways, I was like, fuck it, we'll hang out with the trees. See what our tree guides have to say for us today. Hang out again with raspberry, our herb of the week. I have yet to have raspberry in any shape or form, but in my defense, I'm still sipping on the same brew from Tuesday with the ginger and elderberry. It's still in the pot. I just keep on adding water to it. Like, as long as there's enough ginger in there to keep burning my throat, I feel like there's still some good medicine in there, so I use it. But red raspberry leaf will find its way into my next cauldron of healing. Herbal elixir for sure. Yesterday I made elecampane honey. I figured it was the last day to get that. I put a dumbass video on my YouTube channel. You're more than welcome to check out. And what else can I tell you? Just sipping on this marshmallow water. It's saving me. So anyways, kind of going to be at a slower pace today. But I thought, you know what? Let's finish it. After this week, we have 5 more herbs that I wanted to spotlight in 2020. Like 5 more herb of the week. And I counted on the calendar. There's like 6 weeks left to do it. I know. So that's why I was like, well, you better finish out this week. And then hopefully next week you're just back on vibrancy. Get back on the vibrancy, girl. I slept like a ton. I went to bed like at 6. So I slept like 13 hours. But yeah, I feel like if your body needs you to lay down. Lay down. Be in that comatose state. Go in and out of sleep. Meditate. Breathe. Rest. Let your body reset itself. So I got the tree angels here in my hand. And let's see what tree angel would like to overlight our Thursday hangout. On Thursday, we hang out with the trees. How are you doing? Okay, wait. I have one here. Okay, here we go. I almost kept shuffling, but it was like my left hand was holding on to this one, so I was just gonna throw cards everywhere. I was like, hit the brakes. Hit the brakes. I brake for Pear. Are you kidding me? You will love this guy. I sometimes love this guy. I'm not in the mood for this guy this week. It's number 31. He's basically just going to tell us to go get laid. You think I'm joking? You think I'm joking? All right, 31. We have Pear. He's holding a half pear, showing you what it looks like when you slice it down from top to bottom. And he's showing you the very feminine form that lies within the pear. And he's holding it. He's a horny little bugger, literally. He's got horns. The pear angel has horns. You pretty much look at him and see Pan. It doesn't actually say that it's Pan in the book, but it's Pan. Or Cernunnos. It's a horny little nature spirit with the pear tree. I'm serious, you guys. He's got hoof feet, and really long nails. Anyways, as you could tell, I'm not really like enthralled to see him today. Like, I'm already feeling under the weather. This is not who I want to hang out with. All right, here's what Pear says, though. That's fine. It most certainly wanted to come out today, and I just looked up and I see 4:41 on the ticker. That's my birth time. Pear says, do what feels right. Trust your instincts. Find the beauty in everything. The perfect measure, the meeting. Enjoy the open-hearted touch and the sweetness of given fruit, but do not cling on to anything. Now, the last time this guy showed up in my life was when I was like deeply immersed in heartache and rejection. And he really did give me such a good lesson that, like, you know, I have to pretty much learn how to love without becoming codependent and clinging on and holding on and being possessive. And, you know, he really is a free spirit. Absolutely. So let's see what he has to teach us today. Why did you have to come through today? The fruits of the wild pear are small, tart, and very dry. But just as the second millennium BC, different varieties of pear were being cultivated in Persia, the Caucasus, I don't know, in southern Russia. And later they were cultivated by the ancient Greeks too. Around 600 BC, Homer describes a garden full of fragrant pears, the sharp taste and thorns. The pear belongs to the rose family. So the sharp taste and thorns were bred out of the pear. And the tree that we know and treasure today developed and evolved further with its sensual sweetness and sweet sensuality. So it used to have thorns and more of a sharper taste, but they mellowed it out. Pears are also healthy, having a generally cleansing and diuretic effect on the body, reducing both fever and blood pressure. So I did not get one pear on the trees this year. And last year, if you were with me last year, you may remember me cursing them to high heavens and back. They were so annoying. The pears were so fucking annoying last year. And then this year, I didn't even get one. So it doesn't matter to me. Like, my pears don't seem to be like the pears you buy in stores. Like, I can't count on my pears. I haven't figured them out yet. And yeah, they just bring in loads of wasps. So I have a little bit of reconciliation that I personally need to do with pear. To a large extent, the angel of Pear represents the Venus principle and its positive aspects in particular. It provides a sense of proportion, harmony, balance, aesthetics, art, and good taste. So Pear comes in as an omen, a good omen, actually. I'm going to be clearing my throat so much. That's why I was like, maybe I should just not even show up. All right. We'll see if we can get through this podcast. Man, how about yesterday? I'm like, I feel like I should rest my throat. And I was like, well, I guess I got to do the spirituality podcast. It's like 2 freaking hours long. Anyways, good job resting your throat, Sadie. All right, so let's talk about Pear. It's a good omen for partnerships and relationships in general, since its qualities enhance understanding, empathy, tenderness, eroticism, coming together, and unity, as well as constancy, beauty, and delight. Spiritually, Pear connects us with forgiveness. So he really is here to help us do some of our past work with forgiveness some of our current work with appreciating the beauty that's before us and enjoying whoever is before us. And then, as a good omen too for more good, positive, harmonious partnerships, friendships, relationships coming together with whatever good mix you'd like, right? A little tenderness, a little unity. Maybe you'd like a little understanding. Maybe you'd like a little eroticism. Everything is cool with Pear. like Pear is down with whatevs. Now, the danger that goes hand in hand with the energy of Venus, however, is that we want more. It's never enough. So that's the thing. Oh, we loved it and we want more of it. It's never enough. It was delicious and I already want more. We try to cling to moments that have passed, attempting to prolong the pleasure to the end by both pure and impure means. In this way, sweetness corrupts, becoming excess. So the angel of Pear also has a test for us. We must recognize that it's not just about superficial pleasure, but rather about giving ourselves and others lasting joy. So lasting joy. It says seductive beauty and sensuousness can sometimes beguile us utterly, but we must not be allowed to undermine us entirely. Otherwise, our fate will be of that of the wanton crew of Odysseus? Wait, how do I say this? Odysseus. Odysseus? I don't know. Anyways, the whole damn crew was turned into pigs by Circe because they pursued her female servants. And she was like, I'm not having that. And she turned them all to pigs. Now we know where the saying, men are pigs, comes from. All right, so remember this, that a tree enjoys the kiss of sunlight and the touch of the wind, and yet remains firmly rooted in the ground. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. This is not going to work. Enjoy yourself without holding back. Forget your ego and pleasure, but never lose your sense of self. All right, so recapping there, Pear wants us to enjoy ourselves without holding back. Sure, let that ego just have a field day, a heyday, whatever kind of day in the pleasure. But never lose your sense of self. Can't you enjoy yourself without losing yourself? Without the sweet blessings of Pear Angel, life is dry and lonely, just like my throat. And our despairing search for happiness brings only excess, coarseness, and tastelessness. So yeah, too much excess. It just becomes almost meaningless then. Yeah, I get that. I get that. Sure, absolutely. So that's who's here today. Me and my dry, coarse throat. I can still taste though. But you know what? We need to appreciate life, yet not hold on. It's like, hey, it's not going to last forever. Enjoy it now. This clingingness to the past, we've got to let it go. Enjoy yourself. Be kissed by the wind. Or I guess it's kissed by the sunlight and touched by the wind, right? However you want. But don't uproot yourself. So good messages from Pear. What else? Giving people lasting joy. Giving yourself lasting joy. So anyways, that is the topic today. Okay. Let's get out the soul trees. Somebody commented on the Soul Trees video this week on YouTube. She really felt so drawn to this deck. So it's still on Etsy. It's still being sold on Etsy. Absolutely. So I feel like I want to wisp up these Archangel sigils. Like there is a streak of diagonal light going across the Pear Angel. It's like a mixture of sun and wind. Anyways, I'm going to try to honor that diagonal line that I can see and put the Archangel sigils going up that way. All right. So I'll tell you what definitely does not give me lasting joy is these freaking dogs that bark at everything. Okay. You grouchy, Sade? No, not at all. All right, who doesn't enjoy gagging on themselves? All right, here we go. So, The Soul Trees by Allison Williams Yee. This is a deck that my ex-husband bought me on Etsy all by himself. He found it. It's awesome. He really was a good gift giver, you guys. I will give him that. Give him that credit, absolutely. I mean, he bought me this. Those Archangel sigils were a gift from him. Like everywhere I look, like, oh, that's from him. That's from him. Okay. A card jumped out. The Beginning. All right. The Beginning jumped out really weird. Like flipped and caught itself in the middle of the beginning of my rant. The beginning of my rant was stopped by the beginning. The beginning of what? All right, let's see. The beginning of what? What do you want to tell me? I feel like the cards are definitely talking today because Pear, he made it a point to come out too. Answer me this. The beginning of what? The beginning, the beginning. Okay, let's see what we've got here. On the top, just be. The beginning of just being. Now, we do have clarity popping up from the middle. And we have create on the bottom. So we'll just honor everybody. Sure, why not? Whoa. Heal, heart, and spirit just jumped on the floor. I guess it just wants to be honored, or does everybody want to be here? My goodness. We'll put him beside the pear tree. Anybody else? The next card after that is the fourth chakra, the heart center. All right. Let's just do a telepathic podcast today. I'll just sit here and look at the cards and, you just receive the message very quietly and I won't have to talk. So Tuesday, we did that tarot spread where we ended with an oracle card that gave us a mantra for the month, and the mantra was embracing change, and she's out on the table still. With every loss, I understand that something new is about to be birthed beyond what I can imagine. So that's our November mantra, and or affirmation, or whatever you want to say. I embrace change. So we've got the beginning. We started off with the beginning, meaning something had to end. And I think that's the one thing that I associate Pear with. He introduced himself to me when I was ending a lot of relationships, right? And ideals or illusions or attachments. Man, I was ending a lot of stuff. Literally, physically, emotionally, mentally. Like I had to let go. So I feel like it is appropriate that the heal, heart, and spirit is beside him too, because he wants us to have lasting joy. The Pear Angel doesn't want us to just get caught up and only depend upon like the ego's maybe transitionary, that's not a word, the ego's fleeting kind of not lasting joy, you know, because that's the ego. We go from one thing to the next, that was great, let's try to redo it. Let's try to recreate it. That's why people love fast food. They know that when they go to McDonald's they get a number 2. It's gonna always be the same. The ego loves that. The ego loves being like it's probably the same way like my black tea with honey and dry milk. I know it's gonna taste a certain way. I know it's gonna give me a certain feeling, you know. And then the thing is, you know, that's just talking about eating. The thing is, we project that or expect that from people, and that's a problem. That's a problem. Like, because if you don't make me feel the way you've always made me feel, then there's something wrong. Or if you act differently, like usually you do this, and I usually can expect this from you. You can see how that type of mentality gets in and sort of sets up relationships. I don't want to say to fail, but like kind of like you failed me in this moment, you know. So anyways, the Pear angel kind of, he's like now moment energy. Yes, there is that Venus energy and enjoying all the things and all the people and all the moments and really letting yourself relish, Pear relish, really letting yourself just be in the moment. Let the breeze come through. Let the sunlight warm you. Let the kisses be shared. Let the moment be had. But then don't let it disrupt your roots. Don't let it take away in the slightest from who you are. Don't lose yourself. Just be. Just be. So can you have these experiences come in and out of your life and still hold on to the clarity of who you are? And so, yeah, like when I first got this card, I was in a sad cow moment, you know, and I really was like freaking out. Like if you've ever like had your codependent moment and you can't really hardly breathe and think you can't live without somebody and da-da-da-da. Like, you don't want Pear being like, well, just, you know, enjoy somebody else then, or enjoy another. Like, he was just too lighthearted for me. So that's why I instantly like resent him. But it's because that's a good lesson for me. That is my lesson to heal my heart and my spirit. It truly is. And you know, because my ego is placing way too much value on a special relationship. And the fact of the matter is, it's all special. And it's not. And it is. And it's not. And you can enjoy it all and then let it go. And just continue to be. So maybe he's symbolizing here a new beginning. For those of us who, that's a new way of being to entertain. That's certainly a new concept, you know. But it came in with clarity, and he also has create. So what do you want to do with all that energy that comes in with the Pear? Like, what I want to say smorgasbord, even though that's not a very attractive word. But it's like, what a variety of energies with that Venus energy. Harmony. Well, how do you want to create with these vibes? Harmony, proportion, balance, aesthetics, art, good taste, understanding. What do you want to create with this? You're definitely going to get clarity through understanding, empathy, coming together, unity. Yes, there was definitely tenderness. There's definitely eroticism. If you'd like to create with that, it's there. and forgiveness, delight, beauty, constancy. Like, there was so much coming in with Pear that I like that there is the create tree way up there, because it's sort of just being like, do you not have a taste for how much potential you have? But you've got to learn to just be. Even with your creations, you can't cling on to them. Even with the things that, you know, you're putting out in the world, that you're a part of, you have to enjoy them, but yet not be attached. And that's, I guess, one way that we're going to be able to heal our heart and spirit in a way, like with that, with the Venus energy, with becoming less attached, more enjoyment, less attachment. The beginning of more enjoyment and less attachment. Ooh, feel the clarity in that. So yeah, just one more time, I want to read the Pear. I want to read the Pear poem. Do what feels right. Trust your instincts. Find the beauty in everything. The perfect measure. The meeting. Enjoy the open-hearted touch and the sweetness of given fruit, but do not cling on to anything. This affirmation minute is brought to you by our fantastically fertile herb of the week, raspberry. And I dedicate them all to you. I delight in the sweetness of life. I am strong. I am building a beautiful legacy with my community. I enjoy companionship and collaboration. I nourish my body. I intend to manifest more fruitfulness. I hold sacred space. I delight in the sweetness of life. I am strong. I am building a beautiful legacy with my community. I enjoy companionship and collaboration. I nourish my body. I intend to manifest more fruitfulness. I hold sacred space. And so it is. All right, so I'm working on videos here on the side computer while I'm doing this, and I'm working on an old hoe, number 75, and I'm reading the descriptions and I'm laughing. It says, it's episode 75, aspire to turn your vicious cycles into glorious cycles of self-care. And the description says, time for fallow, bitches. There are men humans everywhere looking to wipe their feet on the doormat you created yourself to be. Honor yourself by creating space, finding grace, and clearing the way. And then it goes on. But anyways, ooh, I wonder what kind of mood what was happening on August 30th. I can only guess. So anyways, yeah, I wish I had time to listen to them, but I'm just trying to get them up on my YouTube channel. But yeah, I can take a pretty good guess what was going on that day. So the other thing that I have to keep an eye out for is a bunch of porn bots on YouTube that are instantly drawn to my hoe episodes, because I say H-O, I say hoe. So literally all these Chinese porn, which I guess I just block them, because, you know, I feel like that's YouTube's job to go get them. Who knows, maybe YouTube wants them there, but they're always like, great video, kiss, kiss, kiss. So that's what happens if you use the word hoe. You literally attract hoes. Okay. So anyways, haha. Are we ready for the wisdom of trees? So I think our message today is more enjoyment, less attachment. How can we do that? I feel like we're trying, we're doing pretty okay with that. Maybe you'd like to start though. Maybe the beginning card was for you. Maybe more enjoyment, less attachment is one of the ways that you can help heal your heart and spirit. Or just give yourself permission to just be. Allow yourself to just be in enjoyment without attachment, or at least less attachment. Get that clarity, get that creative. See, if we don't attach, then we can like use that energy instead of using that energy to create codependent behaviors, jealousy, longing for the good old days. Just, instead of wasting our energy on attachment, put it to creation. Put it to your projects. Put it to your healing. Interesting. Okay, so let's see what this little deck by Jane Struthers has for us. Any elaboration on more enjoyment, less attachment? Let us just be in clarity. Let us just be. Yeah, the ego wants to make claims. The ego wants ownership. My this, my that. Okay. Woo. Who's here with the giant redwood? Ooh, very good. All right, so I'm going to put that there. That popped out. I want to see what's on the top. The top is elm, and the bottom is sugar maple. So let me slide everything over, make room. I'm going to put these guys out too. I'm just curious. We got the elm the other day. Remember with the 3 cows in the field? We got the elm the other day. What was that? Let's get a little review. It was about wisdom. Elm was communication. Sugar maple is versatility. And the giant redwood, not the coast redwood, we have the giant redwood. There's 2 different redwoods here. Oh, and this one has a fruit border. Interesting. The coast redwood is all about the bark. The giant redwood has fruit, flower, and seed, which is about power. So majesty. So majesty came out, but I was also drawn to look at the top and bottom, which is elm, which is communication, and sugar maple, versatility. So for the topic that we're speaking of with Pear, you know, in order for us to enjoy our relationships, friendships, rendezvous, partnerships, every single interaction that we have, you know, I do feel like that does require that just be tree. There's this energy that's very flexible coming through, very versatile. Versatility, communication, being open, being honest, being in the moment. I like those vibes. I feel like they support that. Now the giant redwood with majesty, I mean, it's like, look at Pear sitting there holding his pear. He's the king of his world. He's kind of a small man. He's a small man, but he's the king of his world. You know what I mean? He's his own giant redwood, the Pear angel. Absolutely. And it's like, why do we constantly in our own lives settle for littleness? And the Course in Miracle talks about that too. Like, we are designed for grandeur. We are designed for all things holy. Why do we believe our egos and settle for the little things? You know? So I feel like Giant Redwood wants to say, listen, don't get attached to the littleness of this world. Be big. You are big. Feel big. Create big. Heal big. Love big. This is the beginning of majestic things for you. The Giant Redwood says, I am renowned for my stateliness and my awe-inspiring size. I am majestic, and I can teach you how to attain your potential too, so that you are able to create your own power in the world and express your true self. So yeah, do not underestimate yourself. Do not underestimate yourself either in terms of your natural abilities or your unique personality. You have so much to offer the world that there is no need to feel inadequate or to lack self-confidence. Giant Redwood says, let me show you the way. Let me show you the way for you to be great. Let me show you the way for you to really feel confident. So that's the pear, the little pear dude, our little pear angel. He is full of confidence. Absolutely. Why don't you be? Why don't you just be full of confidence, full of clarity, full of a sense of adequacy? Like, you are absolutely fully capable of creating what you want in your life. And sugar maple always reminds me of abundance. You know, like, let this abundance come in. But you have to open up the communication, definitely within yourself, and definitely with maybe exactly like what you want. Elm says, I have lived beside humans for thousands of years, and I am your friend. My wood is pliable, my leaves feed livestock. I can teach you to connect wholeheartedly with those in your life, so your relationships become stronger and more satisfying. So more enjoyment, less attachment. Enjoying everyone in our life, but not being attached to like them acting in a certain way, or it going a certain way, or it being a certain, it just is. Like, you're just enjoying them without expectation, without attachment. And then ironically, kind of in that state with which the ego's like, how does that work? But our relationships can become stronger and more satisfying the less we attach to them. That's unconditional love. I would say that is definitely unconditional love. Now, the sugar maple says, although my leaves are green in the spring, they have changed color dramatically by the time they drop in autumn. I can show you how to introduce similar versatility into your own life to make you stand out as a unique individual. So we've got the just be tree, we've got the create tree. And sugar maple saying, are you stuck in a rut in some area of your life? So if so, you do need to just be. You need to do your best to become more flexible, more versatile in your ideas, in your attitudes. Learn to embrace change, which is our mantra. Embrace change wholeheartedly, even if you do not know what it will lead to. So yeah, even if you don't know what this will lead to, just embrace the change. We've got the beginning tree. This is the beginning of something new. Something new as you step into your giant redwood self-confidence. As you step into this incredible self-confidence of just being open and willing to create with clarity. having the flexibility and versatility, having a new attitude with your relationships. Elm says, be clear when talking to other people so they are able to understand exactly what you mean, right? Be very direct. Dropping hints or expecting others to read between the lines of what you are saying or to read your mind will lead to confusion and resentment. So maybe this open communication is something that you've never had in your life, in your relationships. Like a real honesty with people. Like when they ask you how you're doing, actually tell them. Or talk about what you're interested in. Don't just be like, oh, you know, same old, same old. Like actually maybe have like wholehearted connections with people. A new type of intimacy with everything that you do. With everything that you be. With everything that you create. Yeah, that is the vibe of the Pear Angel. Like, love everybody up while they're in your presence and then let them go. As they blow in like the breeze, enjoy them, love them, and then don't dare try to hold on. How can you hold on to the breeze? That's silly of you to even try. All right, so I'm going to tornado spin the Celtic cards, the Celtic trees. How do you hold on to the breeze? You can't. So why would you even try? Okay, here we go. Let's end with the Celtic tree. We'll end with the Celtic. And then I am definitely ready to be quiet. Uh-oh. I don't know which one that was, and I pushed it back in. Two are coming out, and I was like, no, we're not doing two. Try again. Yeah, if I don't show up tomorrow, I'll show up by the end of the weekend. Just letting you know, just in case. Although my throat does not hurt at all. I just feel like garbage, that's all. All right, we got number 2 reversed. Number 2. Yeah, I just don't feel that fabulous. And yeah, I feel like I need to be quiet. So Rowan, reversed, is our Celtic tree. Number 2. How you doing today? Number 2. I feel like number 2 today. Oh man, that's a new level of intimacy. Okay, so this is all, you know, Rowan, all about protection, intuition, spiritual strength, ecstasy, discrimination, astral travel, connection with the magic and the mystery. So connection with the mystery and magic. The deities. Okay, here's what's funny. Pear has horse feet, right? I think he's Pan, or he reminds me of Pan. The totems are the horse and the centaur for Rowan. Yeah. The deities and guides are Chiron and the horse goddesses, like Epona and Rhiannon, the Great Mother and her sons. So we definitely have horse energy, goat energy, whatever, hoof energy, the horse, the centaur, Pan, Chiron, the horse goddesses, Epona, Rhiannon. Now think about how in the moment a horse can be, how free, how powerful, how great, giant redwood they are, right? They know their power. They enjoy themselves. They enjoy running. They enjoy laying. So many times I drive by my neighbor's horses and it's just laying, laying but sitting up, you know how a horse does. And, oh, there's my video, it's done. and yeah, they're beautiful, majestic. Yeah, they're incredible. They really are. So lots of horse energy. Rowan advises us to seek protection from enchantment or control of others. Yeah, don't let anybody use you as the doormat that you let yourself be. We are also reminded about our ability to astral travel. We are encouraged to connect with ecstasy, universal, unconditional love, and higher consciousness. So it is reversed though, so I'm going to skip to the reversed meaning. And Rowan says to us, if you are down in the dumps or feeling especially pessimistic, remember that you can change your mind and thus affect your emotional state. By changing a negative thought to a neutral or more positive one, you can change your feeling state. You have a choice, even though you might not believe you have any power in the matter. Rowan reversed can also indicate that you are not taking enough time to connect with source or spirit or creativity. And in that case, you should probably listen to that 2-hour podcast from yesterday. Manifest more spirituality. Make the commitment. Make the commitment to do your practice every day. To allow in creativity. So Rowan wants us to stop for a moment and consider what you need to do to fire up your inner flame and keep it burning bright. Are you ignoring your intuition when it waves a red flag, letting you know that regarding certain situations and people, perhaps something is not right? So yeah, why do we let ourselves get attached to situations and people when we had more than enough red flags? Right? So all of my relationships, when I look back at them, all of the ones that ended disastrously, they all began with red flags, and I chose to ignore them. I chose to let myself get attached anyways to all the red flags and all the blue beards. Yeah, his beard isn't so blue. Bullshit. It was totally blue, and the red flag tried to tell you, but you ignored it. Now, had I allowed myself to love without attachment, if I would have allowed myself to enjoy without becoming codependent or latching on, attaching, it didn't need to end disastrously. It could have just been a crazy breeze that blew through, and it was what it was, and that now it's gone, and it didn't uproot me. Like, I wish I could have started hanging out with the trees 20 years ago. Sooner, because it's like, why would you let anything disrupt your confidence and your anchor, your roots, right? Why can't you just enjoy life without letting it be tumultuous and blow you over? Just be already. And if something's trying to give you red flags, then do your best to, you can still be with it in the moment, but don't attach to it. See it for what it is. Rowan says, have the clarity. Rowan's right beside the very black card of clarity with the electric white and blue tree, like electrifying the space. Okay? Look with your real eyes. Realize that things are the way they are. And, in that knowingness, you can choose widely. Now, I also feel the definite definite big question from Rowan. What do you need to do to fire up your inner flames and keep it burning bright so that you want to create, that you want to enjoy, that you do enjoy? You're burning bright. You're full of passion. You have the vibes of sensuality, ecstasy, just in the sense too of enjoying life, like biting into a pear, one that's perfectly ripe, and just loving it, just loving your moments. So there's a lot of definite topics on the table, literally on the table in front of me, through elm, through giant redwood, through sugar maple, through rowan, through pear. And yeah, it is time for us to heal our heart and spirit completely now, okay? Here's another beginning. Here's another chance to just be in the energy and allow yourself to enjoy creatively, enjoy more, and attach less. All right, so I'm gonna chug some more marshmallow, and then we'll end with the attunement of our reversed Rowan Celtic tree. I am the lovely Rowan tree. I am a tree that invites you to write down your dreams, listen to music, make art, play with collage, build something with your hands, or simply sit quietly and be in silence. Winter is a beautiful time of year, and the extra hours of darkness allow you to enter your internal world, where riches await your discovery. Feed your heart with love. Imagine a purple flame there that increases with every breath of love you offer it. Let this loving fire expand and warm every part of you. Let it sweep away your fears and limitations. Let it rekindle the heat of your imagination. You are indeed a genie. You have access to everything you need. Imagine that you are complete and perfect, and allow this realization to nourish you. Get on your magic horse and fly above the clouds. Travel where you will. Gather what you need. Enjoy what I offer you, as it is your birthright to feel joy and happiness. Embrace your creativity, inspiration, joy, and enthusiasm. Spread the good news. I ask you to feel safe as I offer you protection. I strengthen your ability to discriminate and assess all situations and people. I strengthen your intuition. I help you choose the path of health, joy, and vibrancy. Allow the Great Mother to love you and support you. Allow the nurturance, care, and nourishment to flow into every cell of your body. Allow this love to penetrate every situation. Ah, dang. I almost made it to the end without gagging on my phlegm. All right, you guys, allow this love to penetrate every situation. Allow this love to penetrate and flow into every cell of your body. Allow the Great Mother to love you and support you and bring you health and joy and vibrancy. Woo! And hopefully another day on this earth. All right, so I might see you tomorrow, or I might take a couple days off, but nonetheless, we'll pull cards for fun at least by Monday, because I don't want to quit now, you guys. My goodness. We're cruising along. Next week, we're going to manifest more strength with fennel as our herb of the week, so that'll be fun. So, but hopefully I'm up to the job. Woo! So thank you, Rowan. Thank you, Pear. And sugar maple, elm, and giant redwood. These were great messages. I hope I did a decent job of bringing them through. Lots of new energy for us to just be in, sit with. Find that clarity. Find that flame. Find that purple flaming light in your heart space that you keep feeding with love. Unconditional love in every moment. And then create and heal your heart and spirit. And create the world that you want from that place. And definitely more enjoyment, less attachment. So enjoy yourself, and see how it feels. Give it a go. Give it a try. How it feels to love everybody up without attaching and expecting anything from them. Love more. Enjoy more. Attach less.